Hi lovelies, welcome back to UG Update. So guys, let's talk about my Desire series guys, and we'll be talking about quite an interesting episode that will be coming up in the My Desire series pretty very soon. Let's find out what went down between Arjun and Kashvi. But before I continue to the video guys, please don't forget that this is still UG Update. In case you are yet to subscribe to UG Updates, please click on the subscription button and subscribe. Don't also forget guys to give the video a thumbs up. Alright lovelies, let's dive straight into the video. So guys, the episode starts with the lady telling that she will do her mundika. Then Romila asks her to come. Kashvi sneezes repeatedly and tells that she is unwell and has cold. Romila asks Isha to stay away from her. Then the lady asks if your bahu got drenched in rain. Nitya says she is thinking to do her mundika first and will make her wear the necklace too, and asks her to lift her veil. Kashvi says I need to go to the washroom and goes from there. Then Romila tells that she feels that someone else is under the veil and not Mira. Kashvi runs to the washroom and thinks what to do. If she goes downstairs, then she has to sit for the rasam. Nitya thinks if she is insulting me, while Mira comes there wearing the same sari and sits. Romila asks what is happening. She is not showing her face and surely there is someone else in the veil. All the ladies ask her to show her face. Then Nitya lifts the veil and sees Mira. Everyone sees Mira. Then Mira looks at Kashvi, who is standing outside the door. Kashvi recalls Mira coming to the washroom from the back door and tells that Karan has slept due to medicine effects and the doctor said that I can go, and says just as Modiki is finished, I will go back. The flashback ends and then Nitya makes Mira wear the necklace. Later, Nitya scolds Mira and asks where did you go, and says she is her sas and no leaf moves in the house without my permission. Mira says you don't need to remind me again and again, and says I had taken Karan to the hospital as his appendix increased. Nitya says he was fine in the morning. But Mira then says because of you, you feed him chocolate for breakfast and ice cream in lunch. The doctor asked me not to give him junk food. Then Nitya asks, how dare you to take Karan to the hospital? Mira says there was no time to ask you and says she is an adult and can take decisions. Arjun then comes and sees Mira going. Then he asks Nitya. Nitya says she doesn't know, and then Arjun goes to the room and sees Kashvi. He says, Kashvi, you are here, and says, Mom. Kashvi says, your mom didn't know anything. He asks if everything is fine. Then she says, I have come here for Karan, and I have come to save your wife, as today was her mudiki. Arjun then says, I didn't understand, what are you saying? Then Kashvi tells him everything. Arjun asks if Karan is in the hospital till now. Kashvi says yes, and says Karan is sleeping due to the medicine effects and that's why I came here. She says Mira might have reached the hospital. Arjun then thanks her for coming, for Karan and Mira. Kashvi says Karan hates me but he is still my son and I love him a lot. She is then going but Arjun holds her hand. Kashvi then says there is nothing to talk and goes crying, while Arjun also breaks down and cries and the song then plays in the background. So in another scene, later Arjun asks Karan not to have much chocolate. Karan says okay. Mira comes there and then Karan asks her to sleep on the bed. Mira says she will sleep on the sofa and we get good sleep there. But Arjun says we will sleep in the guest room, while Mira says no and asks them to sleep. So later in the night, Karan goes to sleep with Nitya. Arjun asks Mira to come to the bed and says we are friends and husband and wife. Mira comes to the bed and then Arjun says you must have thought that you have to face so much on your first day of marriage. Hospital visits, Asuma problem and others. And says he is proud of her and is happy to marry her. Mira says Karan is my son now. She then says when the start was so dramatic, then what will happen? Arjun then says everything will be good with you. He holds her hand and gets closer to her. It turns out to be Kashvi's dream and she wakes up shouting no and cries. She asks herself not to think about Arjun or Mira, and Arjun got married to Mira and I am hurting self thinking about this. I am just a memory for him and he has no love for me in his heart. He asked herself not to think about Arjun from this moment. While Arjun, in the other hand, wakes up and sees Karan sleeping beside him and feels Kashvi called him, and then thinks why she will miss him as she started hating me. He says, I want her to hate me, but I can't forget her. She will be in my heart, mind, and thoughts. He then sees Mira, not there on the sofa, and then she thinks, where did she go? He goes to the balcony and sees her sleeping. Then he thinks he shall not disturb her and covers herself with the shawl. Seriously guys, these two are really feeling the pain of separation. So guys, this is what went down on this episode. You can see the two being separated now, still feeling the pain of their separation. Guys, what do you have to say about the situation currently in My Desire series? Please drop what you think on the comment section. And as you do that, please don't forget that this is still UG Updates. In case if you are yet to subscribe to UG Updates, please click on the subscription button and subscribe. Don't also forget guys to give the video a thumbs up. Alright lovelies, that'll be a wrap. Thank you guys for watching up to this point. I really love you guys and I'll see you guys on my next video.